InnoGear sent us this microphone boom arm to review, and I'd confidently say that it looks rather nice for a really affordable price. They're not going to be watching this video prior to release, so these are my thoughts and my thoughts alone. Like I mentioned before, lots of affordable arms consist of exposed coiled springs and an open metal design that, in my opinion, doesn't really produce the nicest looking set aesthetics for a microphone in front of a camera. I do find this, the InnoGear's design choice for this one, pleasant to look at in front of a screen. While the material of the arm is alloy steel, it's lightweight and thin plated at best. It doesn't have like that premium metal feel to it that a lot more expensive arms do, but it does have a good presence in front of a camera, and it isn't too heavy. The enclosure neatly conceals the springs and cables to exude a really uniform and tidy appearance. Another thing that's a budget way to do it, but the dedicated cable management compartment on the upper side of the enclosure is sealed with this removable rubber cover piece that you just kind of pry open with your fingernail. A lot of these arms have like a plastic cover with like these little hooks in there that are easy to snap apart. I've broken a lot of them in the past. So I actually found this removable rubber cover piece to be pretty good. You just slide your cables and then just kind of pry them back into it to cover the cables from coming out. It keeps the entire thing looking clean because it's black on black for the combination. So I do think it looks, once again, really nice for the camera. And then using a standard 5.8-inch adapter, the microphone connecting spot covers the mounting point of most microphones on the market. The arm supports a maximum weight of 3.5 pounds, which should be more than enough for basically any consumer-grade USB or XLR microphone that you can buy. You'll have a decent amount of wiggle room with this arm as it covers 14 inches in distance with 135 degrees forward and backward movement on top of 180-degree vertical rotation. And of course, the arm rotates 360 degrees. I have a pretty long desk, and it really just hits the center of my workstation where my body is seated, no problem. So I do think that this covers basically everything most people need. InnoGear also provides a 6.3-inch detachable riser with the purchase, and that increases the overhead position. I've been using this with the Earthworks Icon, which basically has a directional recording structure. So a drop-down arm has a little benefit for my use case, but as you can see, I'm still using it, and it's perfectly fine. Obviously, this is a budget product with a budget price point, so there is going to be design choices that will save in production costs. The clamp that they use fits on the desk with a max thickness of 2.36 inches. There's an anti-scratch protective padding on the upper side of the desk, but not on the metal ring that twists around. The locking ring is also a bit small in circumference, as I've used arms with larger masses that grips the desk underside more solidly, and the arm isn't heavy enough to cause issues of sagging and all that, so it mounts just as any other arm would. The other obvious budget thing that I do see on these lower end arms is most of these budget arms show that exposed metal screw plate where you would twist your microphone into. Just a personal pet peeve. I don't think it looks that great. Some other arms that are a little more expensive mask that a little better so that it doesn't pop out on screen that much. So, those are just little things that I'm picking at, but InnoGear was able to do away with the main thing that I had a pet peeve about in front of cameras for budget arms, which is that exposed spring look. So they covered that, and that looks good. So I'm actually okay with these other two budget things that they kept in here. Once again, there's not a lot of fundamental negatives to correlate with this product. It's a basic arm that makes one of three core budget design aspects go away, and that's a very important one because it's in front of the screen. It looks good. I do think in front of a camera, if you are looking to stream or if you're recording videos like I am, it does look good, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to get this. So once again, thank you to InnoGear for sending us this boom arm to review. If you are looking to get started somewhere, this is a very good option in my opinion. I'm Alex from the Semnotics. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you visit semnotics.com for a full review write-up, and I'll see you in the next one.